Hello peeps. This is going to be a short video I think, because I ain't really got a lot to do. It's not truck related for a change. I've bought a couple of CC01 Jeeps, Jeep Wranglers. One I ain't going to do a lot with. Come with a Spectrum DX2E. Never had one, don't know what it's like, don't know if it's any good. This is the little bad boy. Oh, brighten out a bit, you might be able to see what I'm doing. Jurassis Park. Nice paint job on it. Can't argue with that. It's a nice paint with it. It's got a couple of little scuff marks, but hey, they're used. It's advertised as used. You've got to expect a couple of marks. It's not brand new. I'm actually not going to do a lot to it, to be honest. I will, only because I'm a bit anal and I like it, I will paint the indicators orange like they're supposed to be. Little one there and a big one there, and I might do this black because that's usually like black rubber clip. There's a winch stuck on the front. It don't look like it's screwed on the front, it looks like it's just, actually it looks like it's got a cable tie around it. But there's no wires on it, the wires have been taken off, so it's just been put on for show. Not sure if I'll change it or leave it. That grill's a bit not sitting very well, don't know. Looks like the bumper's been broke at some time and all. But like I said, it was advertised as used, it was a good price. Can't complain about it. I ain't been able to test it because I ain't got a battery with the same plug as what this has got, because all mine are Tamiya plugs. This is got, I think are they called Dean's plugs? I think I could probably do something, sort it out, but the bit that holds the battery in is missing anyway, the little clip that I don't know if you know a CC01 chassis, but you put the battery in there, like so, battery slides in there, and then there is a clip with a cutout, it's just like a block really, with 3 pins, come through them 3 holes, goes up under there so the wire, and then you put a spring clip in just to hold it, stop the battery flying out, because there's nothing to stop the battery. So that's missing, but I found one on eBay. £4.20, 3D printed, it'll do me. So I've ordered one. I have to sort something out to plug in and then I'll give it a run. It's got a brushless motor in it. Don't know about brushless, never used brushless before, so that'll be interesting. It is, for anyone that's interested, a 3000 kV 13 turn by the look of it. So I don't know nothing about brushless. I don't know, is that fast, is it slow? Is it a crawler motor? Is it a speed motor? I'm sure someone will tell me. Yeah, it could do with a good clean. You can see it's been used. There is shitloads of mud and dirt inside, but I don't mind that. I like used. I used mine quite often. Some of them, not all of them. I ain't got time to run them all. But if you look at some of mine in here, I mean, I'm looking at a Jeep behind me actually on a shelf. It's got scuff marks, it's been rolled a few times, they're built to be used, so bloody use them. These are fun, you can throw them about. They take quite a bit of beating actually, it's surprising how much battering these will take. As a crawler, not the best chassis in the world, but as a trial truck, I think they're called, it's not bad. Again, it's not the best, but it's not bad. But Tamiya details, you can't beat them really. It's a nice hard body Jeep. I would guess at some point he must have had a full roof rack with lights on it, which I've got one somewhere and I'm looking for to show you what I mean. But not that I think you're stupid, because I'm pretty sure you can guess at what I mean. I have got one here somewhere, I just can't. Pixies have been in again. Can't put my hands on it, but anyway, because there's two holes at the back, you can see them. So I'm assuming it was screwed in like that, and then he's changed it for that because the one in the film didn't have a roof rack on it. So I don't know if that's been cut down or that has been bought like that. Jesus Christ. Bloody wind. I think the shed's going to take off in a minute. The lights, it looks like the lights on the top and the headlights will come on as soon as you power it up. Let me see, give me a minute, I'll be back. Right, I think I've got something that might work. Oi tink, oi tink, oi tink. We can try it. If the battery's charged, that is. So I can set it up on. I don't want it running away. That'll work. Fire gotta work. Just hold it. Well, big fans come on. Top lights are on. Front lights ain't on. And maybe there's a break in a wire somewhere. Because it looks like they're all wired up together. Nothing working now. I would have thought it was already bound. But that ain't doing. That not doing bugger all, boy. There's definitely power because the fan's spinning like they're doing. But there is nothing else. So, no steering. It says power going to, it must be power going to the receiver. Surely. Nope, looks like there's nothing. Well, it'll be a bit more work than I thought it might. move that out of the way a minute. That's some weird wiring. Some very, very weird wiring. I can't see any reason why it would have come unbound, whatever the bloody word is, but we will attempt to rebind it and see, but I can't see it being that somehow. Let's see if I can get the bloody plug in now. Doesn't seem to want to go. There we go. Right, so how now? Right, that's now flashing, which it wasn't before. It wasn't even on before. And you bind it. Like that, I'm guessing. Right, I would say that's now bound. Take that out. Put that back in. If I can get it in. Right, on. Right, now there is a light on the receiver which wasn't there before. Aha, now we have something. And the steering's backwards. Surely the bloke was using this by the state of it. I don't see how though, as it's not bound and not working. But woo! That seems fast. That does seem a bit quick. So that motor might be coming out of there because you don't want it fast. It's a Jeep. Jeeps ain't fast. Not that fast. But we will see. That does seem quick. I'll test it, but I know the battery just fly out. And I was right, that is held on. The winch is held on with a cable tie. Makes sense, I guess, to someone. Not me. Right, so it's going to need a little bit of work doing on it, but nothing major on the fault. So this one should be quite an easy job. The other one I've bought is, I don't know, can you see my screen? It just says Jeep Project. Should have bloody been here by now. I bought this actually a week after I bought that one. This one's turned up, the other one's still coming. But I have plans for the other one. See if I can show you what it's supposed to look like, which is how well can you see that on there? Right, so it looks like the body hasn't been painted by the look of it. It looks clean plastic. The supports for the windows ain't even been cut out, so I don't think anything's been done on that. I'm not sure how it's mounted, because for some reason the pins are coming out not where they're supposed to, so that's a bit of a strange one. It's definitely a CC01 chassis, but he did say the chassis damaged the tub, which is no hardship because I've got a tub. As everyone knows by now, Mr. Timothy, oh, you got 3 of everything. No, I've only got 1 of these actually. But it's all I need is 1. So when it turns up, I've got 1 of them, so I can swap it all across. And like I say, I've got plans for it, what I want it to do and look like when it's finished. Also has a winch. I know can't see any wires, so perhaps there's another one that cuts wires off of winches just for show. Don't know. Can't answer that one till I see it. I'm hoping the rest of it's there. It's not just that. Otherwise it need a lot of bloody work. That's puzzling me though. Why the body posts are coming out there when they should come out there? That seems very strange. Not seen it with a body off, but I could work with it. It actually says oh my God, I don't want to go there. Go. It says Tamiya CC01 project. It's listed for parts but will run and drive okay if you fit your own receiver and transmitter. Just needs new chassis tub, which I have. So just needs chassis tub. That tells me everything else should be there. As in the light buckets, the windows. Hopefully. Otherwise you'll be getting a bit of a crappy feedback on it. Especially as the time it's taken to bloody get here as well. Seeing as the it was one on the 31st of January. Monday the 31st of January at 12:50 it ended, and I paid for it straight away. So what are we now? We're the 12th. So that's 12 days. 12 days later and I still ain't got it. Not brilliant. Can't blame the post because, like I say, I bought this one on the 7th of February and it came on Thursday I think, and today being Saturday. So yeah, you can't blame the post on that. Both saying second class, so it just hasn't been sent yet, obviously. So give it a little bit more, another week. Well, I have to give it another week and then I will start proceedings, as I say. I have, believe it or not, I have another Jeep body shell somewhere. But there don't seem anything wrong with that. It just, I can't understand why the mounts are here unless the dickheads put the mounts the wrong way up. Why would you do that? The mounts fit underneath, fit in these holes. That makes no sense at all. Absolutely no sense at all. The mounts come out here. The only way I can see why he's put holes up here is if he's turned that over, but then I'm lost. I have no idea on that one. I have to wait till it gets here to find out, but it seems a bit strange. But hey ho, like I say, we'll deal with it when it comes. So that's my projects, what I'm doing at the moment. I've started buying bits for the other one because I want to do a few things to it and add some alley bits and these bits and them bits and other bits, and I've got a paint scheme in mind and a few other bits and pieces. I come across a snorkel the other day and I thought, well, that'd be a nice little detail, so I bought that. Seems to be rubber, which goes on the side, which will look nice. Anyone that knows me knows I love details. It's all about details. Details, details, details. More details you add, more realistic it is. I don't know if the steps are homemade, but they're quite nice. They're metal. I don't understand why the screws are going rusty. Might change them. Then again, might not. Just leave them. But they are metal, which will add a nice bit of protection on the side. But yeah, whoever built it done a goodish job, I guess. Well, we'll see when it runs, won't we? There's a scrape up there, so it's been rolled there at some point. There's a scrape this side, so I say it's been rolled that side. There's some paint missing on the front corner there. There's a scrape there. There's a scrape there. There's scrapes all over it. It's been used. But, like I say, it was sold as used, so I have no complaints on that. There's no major cracks or damage to the body, which is the main thing. The chassis looks in good working condition. Not sure about that motor, but we'll deal with that if need be. I'm not sure about this on the front either. It looks like it's been extra screws have been put in for some reason, because I'm pretty sure, well, if you wouldn't have a screw there and not there, and you wouldn't have one there and not there, so don't know. I know they fit quite well without screws, because I've put one on my other Jeep over there, on my CC02 chassis that I made up, and all I'd done was put some that thin double-sided tape that comes with Tamiya kits. One that springs to mind is the flatbed trailer, comes with loads of it to put the wood down. I just put some of them around it, pushed it on, and that's still on there, and that's had quite a bit of bashing about, that thing. So, why would you paint the indicators black? Why would you paint the backlights black? It's just me being fussy, because like I say, I love details. Do them red. Do them orange. Even if you just use a felt tip, do them orange. It just, I know they don't work, but it just looks more detail. It would have orange lights, it would have orange there, black there. It's silly little bits that take a couple of seconds to do. So why not just do it? All you need, black Sharpie. There you go, done. Not sure you pick it up on the camera, but I think you can see it. It just adds a little bit more detail. It just makes it look, well, in my mind it makes it look just that little bit more different. More, kind of more realistic. Just makes it stand out a bit more. Just think, on a real one that would be black rubber. So there you go. 2 seconds with a bloody Sharpie pen and it's done. And it adds just a tiny bit of detail, extra detail. Details make all the difference. But then, what suspension movement on that. Well, that'll be need looking into as well. I can change the suspension. I can give that more of a drop. That's easy enough to do. There's a few ways you can extend the suspension throw or lower it. It just seems there's not a lot of movement before that hits the wheel, and then springing back very good. Yeah, I think I probably won't do it on camera, but I think strip it down, give it a good clean up, maybe change them rear shocks. Front shocks seem alright, back shock, especially this one. This one seems alright, this one just ain't. It's not doing anything, it's not springing back. So I think I've got some shocks that fit it. If not, I'll order some, unless I can sort out what's on there. But I don't know how much use this will actually get. I do have a few Jeeps, a few CC01 chassis. I do like a CC01 chassis. I have got a fair few of them. Not as many bloody lorries, but I have got a fair few. And not all Jeeps either. I've got some Pajeros. There's a couple above my head and there's one behind me. And actually, let's get that out a second and I'll show you what I mean. Because I've done a suspension job on this. If you look how high that is compared to how high that is, that's on it, that's touching. That has got so much extra clearance. And it's just better shocks, basically, longer shocks. That's pretty much all it is. It's exactly the same chassis. And it is literally just longer shocks. There's no other job been done on it. You can change this so you get even more of a drop, but for where I use them, and that's plenty good enough for me. And I think I've got some of these shocks laying around. Another pair, because I think I bought 4, so I only used 2 on the back, and there's none on the front. Different ones on the front. So if I can find them, I might swap them out on that just to give that back a bit of a more clearance, a little bit of a lift, because it just seems too low to me. Too low. Yeah, you can see the difference. It springs straight back up. So it's got to be that shock absorber on that. It does seem a bit weak and pissy actually. It just don't want to. Yeah, like I say, I'll probably do it off camera. I'll probably just show you the end results. And I'll show you when the other one comes up, and I might do little videos of it, just updates on it. I'm not going to bore anyone and just film me doing silly little things. So that's it really. I've got nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. I'm trying to hide something there because it's a bit of a clue to what the next one's going to be, which I don't want to show you. I have bought these off of KK Truck Store, cab supports. I haven't used one yet. I bought a couple. They're magnetic ones, not so you don't need to hook, because there's my last Mercedes build, the big rigid, it's obviously, if you need to get to the cab, it's bloody hard because you've got the big headboard. And I was thinking if I try one of these magnet ones on it, if I need to get to it, you just give it a slight tug and it'll lift, hopefully. That is what it looks like. It's not very strong magnets, but does it have to be? It's only just to hold it down, isn't it, really? It's not to... You won't want it really tough because you won't be able to lift it. This. I mean, it's got a couple of magnets what look like glued on there, which is probably not the best way, but how else would you do it? And then that's just a nut and bolt. I don't know, time will tell, won't it? We'll have to see what it's like when it's on. But they look alright. They was cheap. And we all like a bargain. Oh shit. We all like, well, cheap. So I'll fit one of them later and we'll see what it's like. Upcoming projects. Probably, I'll keep talking about it, so probably I will be doing another heavy haul, but only a 6x4, not an 8x4 or a baby heavy haul, as I'm now calling it. I'm just not sure. It'll probably be a Scania because I've got a brand new Scania cab kit sitting in a box. Plus I've got an old, well, my old Mashusif, the one what was a 10 wheeler that I stripped down, the cab and everything sitting there on top of the Coca-Cola truck, which I can use. Oop, too much there, so I could use that. That's factory painted. Not sure yet. Not sure what line I'm going to go down. It probably will be a Scania because I've got Scania, like I say, a couple of Scania cabs. I haven't got any other cabs, so it's either that or buy another kit. Do I want to buy another kit? I've got enough stuff here to make another one. I'm going to use that gearbox I got from Canada, I think it was. I can't remember what company it was. I'll say it in a video when I'm doing it. So it's only a single speed, but it's a nice realistic looking gearbox and setup. So, and I like it because you can put it anywhere. You're not limited where you can put it. You just got it slides between the chassis rails and then there's two little screws, that's it. So you can drill them where you like and fit it. Where building custom is nice to have that option that you can pick and choose where you want something, not just it's got to go there and work around it, if you know what I mean. Plus it's not big and bulky, so also helps. That will probably be my next project. I have chassis rails, I've got bloody axles laying around places, and I'm pretty sure I've got enough stuff here to build it, including the heavy haul unit that goes behind the cab. I've got one of them, so, and in that why am I pointing? In that is a MFC03, so I should probably just use that, refit that into it, whether I use that cab or I'm toying with the new cab because I can't make up my mind I've never done it before, but do I do it in the same colour scheme as its big brother every all, Agro, which is a Mercedes, not a Scania, I know, but companies don't stick to the same make all the time. They have different makes, so there's no problem there. But I'm just toying with the idea, do I do it the same colour scheme so it would look like the same firm, if you like, or do I do something different? If it's going to be the same colour scheme, then I can't use the one you're looking at on screen. It would have to be the new one, and I'll have to paint it up. Although I could paint that, but why would you want to paint over a factory painted one? Although I have seen it done. No comment, each to their own. So yeah, I'm not sure yet what to do. I'm still in the planning mode with that. What else? Nothing else really, I think. Say just work on this car when it turns up, if it turns up. Sort this one out, give it a good clean and tidy, and give it a run, see what it's like. I say, it seems to me, with that brushless motor in it, just having it here running, it seems very quick. But I won't know till I get it on the floor. I think he said in his ad that it's not overpowered, just about right. It depends on each individual, doesn't it? I don't build these things for speed, not these sort of stuff. Cars, yeah, certain cars. I've got some rally cars. I'm looking at a Lancia Delta. That's built for speed as well as handling, because it would be fast. But this, it's an off-road car, why would it be fast? And that's probably why it's rolled a few times. It's too far. I mean, all that bar's all scraped up there, so that's seriously been rolled down. Which you do with speed, don't you? I know you can do it while you're crawling if you get a bit under balance and a bit lopsided and everything. You know what I mean? You're going up and you go over and it's gone. It's surprising how much you can put that before it'll roll. I mean, that's a fair angle and it still wants to just drop back. It's usually done with speed, isn't it? Going too fast, turn, and it'll roll it over and flip it and blah 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 bloody blah biddy blah 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 biddy blah blah. Right, I think that's it really. There's nothing else I can do on camera. Well, I can, but I'm not going to leave it running. I will attempt to give this a clean up, change the shocks, bits and bobs. But first of all, I need a drink, I need something to eat, so I might go in, have something to eat and drink, edit this video and post it so you can all watch it while I am then farting around with this. I think that is going to be the plan, so I will see you on the next one.